Do you ever find yourself wondering why you're not feeling as vibrant as you used to? Perhaps a little more tired after meals? Or maybe those regular checkups reveal numbers that aren't quite what they once were. It's a painful reality that as we journey through life, especially after we've celebrated that 65th birthday, our bodies just don't handle things the way they used to. What might have been a harmless treat in our younger days can become a silent, subtle threat, chipping away at our health and vitality without us even realizing it. It's not about giving up everything you love, but rather making smarter choices that truly nourish your body and keep you thriving. Many of us have been taught that meat is a staple, a cornerstone of a hearty meal, and in many ways, it can be. But here's a surprising truth: not all meats are created equal, especially as we age. Some of the very meats we've enjoyed for decades, perhaps even daily, could be slowing you down, contributing to inflammation, heart issues, and even putting you at a higher risk for other serious health problems. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 4 specific types of meat that, when consumed regularly after 65, might be doing more harm than good. These aren't about fear-mongering. They're about empowering you with knowledge to make small, yet incredibly impactful changes for a healthier, happier life. So, settle in, grab a cup of tea, and watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Now, let's talk about the first category of meat that truly deserves our careful attention as we move past 65, the world of processed meats. Think about those breakfast sausages sizzling on a Sunday morning, the crispy bacon accompanying your eggs, or the slices of ham and turkey tucked into a quick sandwich. These foods have been convenient and comforting staples for so many of us, woven into the fabric of our daily routines. But here's the often overlooked truth: while they might taste good and save time, they come packed with ingredients that can become quite detrimental to our health over time, especially for bodies that are a little older and more sensitive. The biggest culprits here are sodium, nitrates, and saturated fats. Let's break that down. Most processed meats are incredibly high in sodium. We're talking about levels that can send your blood pressure soaring, putting unnecessary strain on your heart and arteries. For someone over 65, managing blood pressure is already a key concern, and regularly consuming high-sodium processed meats just adds fuel to that fire, increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke. Imagine your arteries as delicate garden hoses. Too much pressure, too often, and those hoses start to show wear and tear, becoming less flexible and efficient. That's what high blood pressure does to your cardiovascular system. Then there are nitrates and nitrites. These are chemicals used to preserve processed meats, giving them that appealing pink color and preventing bacterial growth. While they do a job, once they enter your body, they can convert into compounds called nitrosamines, which are known carcinogens. That's right, compounds linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. It's a silent, long-term effect that builds up with regular consumption. Think of it like a slow drip. Drip. Drip of something harmful, subtly accumulating in your system over years. Many of us might think, oh, just a slice of ham here, a couple of bacon strips there. But those seemingly small amounts add up day after day, week after week. And let's not forget the saturated fat. Processed meats often contain a significant amount of saturated fat, which can raise your levels of LDL, or bad cholesterol. High LDL cholesterol contributes to plaque buildup in your arteries, narrowing them and making it harder for blood to flow freely. This further increases your risk of heart disease. So, what does this mean for your daily choices? It means rethinking those quick fixes. Instead of that sausage patty, consider a plain egg, perhaps with a sprinkle of herbs and some fresh spinach. Instead of bacon, try a slice of avocado toast or some sliced tomatoes. For sandwiches, opt for lean, freshly cooked chicken breast or turkey, or even a good quality tuna packed in water, rather than deli slices laden with preservatives and salt. You don't have to give up flavor or satisfaction. It's about being mindful and making swaps that truly benefit your long-term health. For instance, if you love breakfast sausages, look for low-sodium, nitrate-free options made from lean poultry. Or better yet, make your own turkey or chicken patties seasoned with your favorite spices. It's surprisingly easy and much healthier. Or embrace plant-based alternatives that mimic the texture and flavor without the harmful additives. These aren't just minor adjustments. They are powerful steps towards protecting your heart, reducing your cancer risk, and keeping your energy levels steady and strong. Making these shifts can feel like a small effort, but the cumulative effect on your well-being can be truly transformative. It's about choosing vibrant health over convenience, and your body will thank you for it in countless ways. Moving on from those daily processed delights, let's turn our attention to another category that often finds its way onto our plates: excessive fatty red meats. Now, before you start thinking I'm telling you to give up your favorite steak entirely, hear me out. Red meat, in moderation, can certainly be part of a healthy diet. It's a good source of iron, zinc, and B vitamins. But here's where the nuance comes in, especially for those of us over 65. The type of red meat, the amount, and how it's cooked can make a world of difference. When we talk about fatty red meats, we're looking at cuts like well-marbled ribeye steaks, high-fat ground beef often found in burgers, or even those rich pork ribs. The main concern here is the high saturated fat content. As we age, our metabolism tends to slow down, and our bodies become less efficient at processing and eliminating these fats. Regularly consuming large portions of fatty red meat can lead to an increase in harmful LDL cholesterol, contributing to that stubborn plaque buildup in your arteries that we talked about earlier. This isn't just about making your heart work harder. It's about increasing your risk of serious cardiovascular events, which is something we definitely want to avoid. Imagine your blood vessels becoming narrower and stiffer, making it harder for blood and oxygen to reach every part of your body. That's the long-term impact of consistently high saturated fat intake. Beyond the fat, there's another layer of concern: how these meats are prepared. When fatty red meats are cooked at very high temperatures, like grilling them until they're charred or frying them aggressively, two potentially harmful compounds can form: heterocyclic amines, or HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs. These compounds are created when meat proteins and fats react at high heat, and they've been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, particularly colorectal and pancreatic cancers. Think of that delicious smoky char on your steak. While it adds flavor, it also adds these unwelcome guests for older bodies, which may have accumulated more cellular damage over the years. Introducing more of these compounds regularly can be a heightened risk. It's not about never having a grilled burger again, but about being mindful. Maybe trim visible fat before cooking, or choose leaner cuts and cook them using gentler methods like baking, roasting, or stewing. If you do grill, aim for medium rare rather than well done, and flip the meat often to reduce charring. Marinades can also help reduce the formation of these compounds. So, what are the actionable steps here? Firstly, focus on leaner cuts of red meat, such as sirloin, tenderloin, or lean ground beef with a lower fat percentage. Secondly, pay attention to portion sizes. Instead of a massive steak that takes up your entire plate, aim for a portion about the size of a deck of cards, perhaps 2 or 3 times a week, rather than daily. Thirdly, diversify your protein sources. Incorporate more fish, especially fatty fish like salmon or mackerel rich in omega-3s, which are fantastic for heart health. Try chicken without the skin, or plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, and tofu. These alternatives can provide all the protein your body needs without the added risks. Think of it as broadening your culinary horizons and discovering new favorites that are equally satisfying and much kinder to your body. You might find you love a lentil shepherd's pie just as much as a meat one, or that baked salmon with roasted vegetables is a truly delightful meal. It's about finding a balance, enjoying red meat as an occasional treat rather than a daily staple, and prioritizing cooking methods that protect your health. These changes aren't about deprivation. They're about making choices that truly support your energy, your heart, and your long-term vitality, ensuring you have more joyful, active years ahead. Now, let's delve into the third meat category that warrants our attention. Especially as we get older, deep-fried meats. This might seem obvious to some, but it's a habit deeply ingrained in many cultures and can be surprisingly hard to break. Think of crispy fried chicken, breaded pork cutlets, or even battered fish that's been submerged in hot oil. While undeniably delicious and comforting to many, the process of deep frying transforms otherwise decent protein into a potentially harmful package. The primary issue here lies with the oils used for frying. Often, these are highly refined vegetable oils like corn oil, soybean oil, or sunflower oil, which are high in omega-6 fatty acids, while omega-6s are essential in small amounts. Our modern diets often contain them in excess compared to omega-3s, leading to an imbalance that can promote inflammation throughout the body. For someone over 65, chronic inflammation is a silent enemy, contributing to a host of age-related diseases, including arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even certain neurodegenerative conditions. It's like a low-level fire constantly burning inside, slowly causing damage. Furthermore, when these oils are heated to high temperatures repeatedly, as they often are in deep fryers, they can create trans fats. These are the absolute worst type of fats for your heart health. Trans fats raise your bad cholesterol LDL and lower your good cholesterol HDL, significantly increasing your risk of heart disease and stroke. They also promote inflammation and can damage the delicate lining of your blood vessels. Imagine pouring sticky, viscous oil into your finely tuned engine. That's what trans fats do to your cardiovascular system. Beyond the oils, the act of deep frying itself creates other problematic compounds. When meat is coated in breading and then deep fried, it absorbs a tremendous amount of fat and calories. This can lead to weight gain, which puts additional strain on your joints, heart, and metabolic system. Moreover, the high-temperature cooking can again lead to the formation of advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These compounds are formed when sugars and proteins or fats react at high heat, and they're particularly abundant in crispy, browned, fried foods. AGEs accumulate in the body as we age, but a diet high in fried foods accelerates their formation. They contribute to cellular damage, inflammation, and can impact everything from skin elasticity to kidney function, and have even been linked to increased risk of cognitive decline and heart disease. So, what's the healthier alternative when that craving for something crispy hits? It's not about giving up texture or flavor, but about smarter preparation. Instead of deep frying, consider air frying. An air fryer can give you that fantastic crispy exterior with just a fraction of the oil, if any at all. You get the crunch without the saturated fat overload or the creation of harmful trans fats and excessive AGEs. Or, if you don't have an air fryer, try baking or roasting your meats until golden and crispy. A quick spritz of olive oil or avocado oil and a hot oven can achieve wonderful results. For example, baked chicken drumsticks or roasted pork loin can be incredibly flavorful and satisfying. You can also experiment with breading alternatives like almond flour, ground oats, or even finely crushed whole grain crackers, which are often lighter and less processed than traditional white flour breading. These methods allow you to enjoy your favorite meats in a way that supports your health, rather than undermining it. It's about being kind to your heart, reducing inflammation, and maintaining a healthy weight effortlessly. Making these simple shifts away from deep frying can have a profound impact on your overall vitality, helping you feel lighter, more energetic, and more prepared to embrace each day with gusto. Finally, let's discuss the fourth category of meat that often flies under the radar but can be a silent health hazard for those over 65: high-sodium canned and prepackaged meats. We're talking about things like canned corned beef, processed chili with meat, or various forms of luncheon meat in a can. These items have long been popular for their convenience and extended shelf life, especially for a quick meal or when fresh options aren't readily available. However, their convenience comes at a very steep price for your health, primarily due to their alarmingly high sodium content, as we've touched upon. Excessive sodium is a major contributor to high blood pressure, and for older adults, who are already more susceptible to hypertension, it can be particularly dangerous. A single serving of some canned meats can contain well over half, or even more, of your recommended daily sodium intake. Consuming these regularly can quickly lead to fluid retention, putting immense strain on your heart and kidneys. Imagine your body trying to process an endless stream of salty water. It's simply overwhelmed. This consistent burden dramatically increases your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and kidney disease, which are serious concerns as we age. Beyond the sodium, many of these canned and pre-packaged meats are often made from lower quality cuts, packed with fillers, artificial flavors, and preservatives to maintain their taste and texture over time. While not always directly toxic in small doses, their nutritional value is often minimal compared to fresh meat, and the cumulative effect of these additives can contribute to digestive issues and overall systemic inflammation for sensitive bodies. Think about it, a product designed to last for years on a shelf isn't likely to be bursting with fresh nutrients. It's designed for longevity, not for optimal health. Your body, especially as it matures, thrives on fresh, whole, nutrient-dense foods, not highly processed items stripped of their natural goodness. Choosing these types of meats frequently can mean you're missing out on vital nutrients from healthier protein sources, and instead, filling your body with empty calories and harmful additives. It's like trying to run a marathon on a diet of highly processed snacks. Your performance and recovery will suffer significantly. So, what are the best alternatives to these high-sodium convenience meats? It's all about embracing fresh, whole foods that offer true nourishment, instead of canned corned beef. Consider buying a lean cut of beef and slow cooking it yourself. It takes more time, yes, but the flavor and health benefits are incomparable. Instead of pre-made chili with mystery meat, make a large batch of homemade chili using lean ground turkey or a mix of beans and vegetables. You can control the sodium, add fresh herbs and spices, and freeze individual portions for convenient, healthy meals throughout the week. For quick protein, opt for unsalted nuts, seeds, or hard-boiled eggs. Canned fish like tuna or salmon can also be a good choice, but always choose no salt added or low-sodium varieties and rinse them thoroughly before use to wash away excess salt. The goal here is to prioritize fresh ingredients and simple cooking methods. It might require a little more planning, but the investment in your health is immeasurable. Remember, making these changes isn't about giving up everything you enjoy. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of how different foods impact your unique body as you age, and making informed choices that empower you to live your best life. Small, consistent changes in your diet can lead to remarkable improvements in your energy levels, your heart health, your cognitive function, and your overall sense of well-being. By limiting processed meats, being mindful of excessive fatty red meat consumption and cooking methods, saying goodbye to deep-fried temptations, and swapping out high-sodium canned options, you are actively choosing a path of vitality and longevity. You are giving your body the respect and nourishment it deserves. Your golden years are meant to be enjoyed to the fullest, filled with joy, activity, and vibrant health. So, embrace these insights. Experiment with new, healthier options, and listen to what your body tells you. It knows what's best for you. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with making these healthier food swaps. Have you noticed a difference in how you feel? Share your wisdom and tips in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to our channel for more practical advice to help you thrive at every age. Live your best life every single day.